Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. It's a pleasure to me to stay here and sharing with you this amazing topic that is related with consumerism in the era of globalization. I have two data for you, and did you know that every 4 minutes, a person who is living in the United States of America dies because of obesity? Did you know that? Every 4 minutes, a person dies because of obesity in the United States of America. Did you know why? Yeah, because they eat a lot. They don't have a right diet for eating. And every 4 minutes, a person dies because of obesity in the United States of America. In the other hand, look at this. Listen, every 10 seconds, every 10 seconds, a little child dies around the world because of malnutrition. Because of malnutrition. What does it mean? They don't have the right to choose, the opportunity to choose what can they eat. Did you know that? What is the consumerism? It's the act to buy products and service. That is the consumerism. But is that bad, or is that good, or is it normal? What do you think about it? Okay, we have to think that we could buy products like clothes, like food, like some devices, cell phones, etc. You could buy some services that don't even need it. The thing is, do we need all those things that we buy? Do we need it? I'm going to talk about a little bit the origin of those consumerism that it is in the 18th century with the beginning of industrial revolution. The companies came to be more efficient in the in the productive life. So there are many products and services around the world, and for us, it's easy to achieve them, to buy them. So, is that bad or good? Think about it. This is just a question for everyone, for every single person around the world.
Well, topic of the day. A few days ago, the president of Colombia signed to join the Silk Road with the Asian gigant China in the CELAC Forum. My question is, what impact will this new project bring in the term of consumerism? You know? Or no? In conclusion, the true cause of consumerism is not measured is money, but is what we are willing to sacrifice the planet's social equality and our peace of mind. It's time to question our choice and our conscious and responsible consumption. Well, it's a good question.
Rethinking our choices. Imagine today is August the 1st, and well, we have spent all the resources we should have spent during the whole year. Yeah, kind of like 5 months earlier. And yes, we are living on a credit-free nature, using about 1.7 hours of resources per year, which generate roughly 2 billion tons of municipal waste annually, and that number keeps getting higher. If every person on earth consumed like the average European citizen, we would need 3.3 Earths of resources. At today's US Canadian consumption rates, about 5 Earths. It's clearly obvious that our current trajectory is unsustainable. There are global disparities. Not everyone is consuming equally. The biggest footprints come from wealthy places. For example, one person from Luxembourg has an ecological footprint 26 times higher than a person from Eritrea. High-income countries such as US, Canada, or Europe are countries that have a higher carbon dioxide emissions and waste per person than many lower-income nations. UNICEF research highlights that the richest countries leave massive global footprints, while many poorer countries consume at much more modest levels. In short, a handful of wealthy societies drive most of the excess consumptions. And well, we have proposed some solutions. The first one is conscious consumptions. Make purchases with intention. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Is there a more sustainable options? And well, consumers are starting to act, and in accordance with surveys, show about that 85% of people feel climate change impact, and roughly 46% say they bought more sustainable products as a result. Many even report they would pay 10% more for goods labeled eco-friendly. By choosing quality over quantity, repairing and reusing items, and supporting ethical brands, every purchase becomes part of the solution. Another solution could be the circular economy, designing waste out of the system. The circular economy is the one that keeps materials and products in use as long as possible and eliminates waste by design. This means repair things, refueling stations, and robust recycling. Many European countries now recycle nearly half of their waste. And companies are innovating too. Imagine phones designed so their parts can be swapped out, or clothes made from recycled fabrics. A circular mindset reduces waste and even creates new jobs in repair and recycling. Another solution can be minimalism. Live with less to have more impact. It's about owning fewer but better things. And, well, studies find that people who embrace minimalist lifestyles have about 23% smaller carbon footprints than average consumer. And you could ask yourself how? Well, minimalists buy durable, multi-purpose items and skip trend-driven purchases. They repair and maintain what they have or swap goods with others. Very simple, don't you think? For example, keeping a piece of furniture or a gadget for years instead of replacing it, and just after 1 year, it costs waste dramatically. Understand money to control consumption is another solution. When we budget and save and invest wisely, we rely less on impulse buying or high interest credit. Unfortunately, only about half of the US citizens demonstrate basic financial knowledge. If fewer of us bought things on a whim or max out the credit cards, demand for unnecessary goods would drop. So every choice is a vote for the kind of world we want. So it's time to act.